Hey everyone! So, this is my first non-vlog video. So, today we're gonna be making keto lemon bars. I don't have a couple ingredients, so we're just gonna use what I have at the house, trying to save on money, use up all the ingredients that I already have. So, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get all the ingredients prepped, get it all laid out, and then I'll tell y'all what y'all need and hopefully show how I'm doing it. We'll see. I'm not great at vlogging and holding the camera and stuff, but that's okay. So these lemon bars are 3 net carbs a piece. So if you're doing low carb, you are doing keto, you're just trying to eat healthier, feel better. Yes, you can have real lemon bars, you know, balance. I love when people are like, yes, I'm just all about the balance. And I'm like, yes, you can do that. But for me, I have found that when my blood sugars are stable, my mood is better. So even if I'm not actively losing weight, yeah, low carb things, making stuff with lower carbs regulates my blood sugar. It's sugar free, and my mood is just overall happier and I'm more energetic. Yeah, so if you haven't tried it yet, this is your sign. You don't have to go keto. You don't have to do 20 carbs a day. Just add in some low carb alternatives, and I promise you, you will see a change in your mood when you eat less sugar, when your blood sugar isn't constantly changing. You feel so much better. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and prep everything and we will be right back. Okay, so I just preheated the oven to 350, so it is currently preheating right now. I've got my baking dish, and I think this is an 8x8, but you know, some kind of square, rectangular, smallish dish. I'm all about just kind of going with the flow when I'm cooking, and it usually turns out okay. But I got this cute dish actually at Goodwill, and I think it is so cute. So I've got 1.5 cups of finely ground almond flour. So got that in a bowl. And so something weird, which would be so tasty, but the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of butter extract. I do not own or even knew that butter extract was a thing. So I'm just gonna add some Great Value pure vanilla. Make sure that you check which vanilla you're using, because some of those vanillas are just, they're pure, so many additives, and they don't even have real vanilla in them. Anyway, so I'm just gonna squeeze a bunch in there to kind of make up for the butter extract. If I put too much, oh well, we love vanilla. I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. This is salted butter, and that is gonna be perfectly fine. Wait, let me look. It might be unsalted. This is the butter I use. Salted sweet cream butter from Sam's. Oh, it's so good. And if you do not leave your butter out, I just used the end of it. Oh my gosh, you need to leave your butter out in a butter dish, because it's the soft and creamiest butter to spread or cook with. Oh, it's amazing. This is also a sign. Put your butter in a butter dish and leave it on the counter. Anyways, I'm going to kind of combine this with a fork to make it crumbly. So we're making the crust right now, and then I'm going to press it into this baking dish. So I will go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished making the crust. I realized, and I'm gonna speed it up. We're gonna play around with that because I've never sped up a video before. But I realized that the butter, because I only had a tablespoon that was left out on the counter that was softened. So the rest of it had been in the fridge, and so I had to put it in the microwave a little bit because it was just so hard. It could, yeah. And I added a little bit of more almond flour because it was a little wet, but this is what it should look like. And don't even stress, almond flour crust or anything recipe-wise with almond flour, sometimes it's just so hard to make different things, and you just have to really figure out what almond flour works best for your cooking style. I've found that the really good, like really finely bland, or the really finely ground blanched almond flour works best for me. Which I think works best for everyone, honestly. But I get the Great Value brand or the Diamond Almond brand, or as long as it's like a really good fine almond flour. It is a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna go pop this in the oven, and then we're gonna get started on the lemon bar filling. Okay, so now we are going to make our dry ingredients while our crust is cooking. And we are going to combine our dry ingredients for the lemon bar filling and set it aside, and then we will do our wet ingredients. So in this bowl, I have a 1/4 of a cup of the same almond flour, and this right here is Swerve powdered sugar. Usually for recipes like this, you would want to use granular. I don't have any, and I think the powdered sugar one works perfect for all recipes. So you have a 1/4 a cup of almond flour, and then you've got a 1/2 a cup of this powdered sugar Swerve. It measures just like regular sugar. It tastes so yummy. It has an erythritol kind of aftertaste, but I don't mind it. And once you're used to not eating sugar, it tastes amazing. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut flour and a pinch of salt. And then we are going to set this aside, and I'll be back with the wet ingredients. Okay, so now we are going to be making the liquid filling, and what you're going to need is a 1/2 a cup of lemon juice. I would also add lemon extract, 2 teaspoons, but I do not have any. We're going to add about a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Also some liquid stevia. Most of the recipes for lemon bars have liquid stevia in them. I do not have liquid stevia, and I've actually never really used it in my recipes. So I might just use a little extra pinch of Swerve, but honestly I think the 1/2 a cup that we put in the other mixture is going to be plenty of sweetness. You're also going to need 3 whole eggs and only 1 egg yolk, so not the whites. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse me putting all of the wet ingredients together. Okay, so I am going to take the crust out of the oven. The lemon bars are gonna be back in the oven in a little bit for like 20 more minutes, so it doesn't need to be super cooked. Whoop. Okay, so this is what it should look like. If it's a little bit more brown, that's okay. So what you have to do is this has to cool all the way before you put the mixture in there, or the eggs are going to cook too quickly, like scrambled eggs. Anyways, so what we're going to do is let this cool all the way. If you want to cool it faster, you're gonna go ahead and pop this in the fridge, which is what I'm going to do because I am impatient and I want to eat these lemon bars because they just sound so good right now. And it's been so long since I've had them. This is going to be very thick when we add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. So I'm going to wait until this is cooled off and I'm ready to pop this back into the oven. before I mix them. So we're gonna hold off on that, pop this into the fridge, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I will be back with y'all guys when we get this all assembled and get the final touches done on these lemon bars. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes. I was just doing some editing and I'm kind of liking it. It's fun. But I also was just making my like cool animated intro. So while I'm filming this, I haven't posted a video yet. I have edited my first video, but I wanted to get a cute little intro to go at the beginning and then make a little outro. And so I just finished my intro. I'm fixing to apply that onto my video, work on my outro, apply that to my video, and then hopefully upload my first video tonight. I'm super excited, and I don't know, even if I don't get views, even if I don't make lots of money, like, it's so fun. So I'm excited. Anyways, so first you are going to preheat your oven to 325. Mine is almost preheated, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the crust out, go ahead and fold in the, I'm going to whisk, not fold. Whisk in the dry ingredients and go ahead and spread it out into our crust. And yeah, and you also, the reason I think powdered sugar swerve is the best is because we're gonna just put it on top of the lemon bars after they cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now and I will be right back. Okay, now we are just going to pop this into the oven. Oh, it is done, perfect timing. I'm just going to pop this into the oven. For 25 minutes. And we're going to also let them sit in our fridge for about 2 hours afterwards to get them completely solid. Okay, it has been 25 minutes. It is time to pull out, ooh, the lemon bars. So you can see it is not jiggly. Woohoo! Okay, so here are our delicious lemon bars. We've got to let them cool. I'm gonna put them in the fridge for about 2 hours. And then I'll be back in a little bit, probably after dinner, where we can put some powdered sugar on these babies and eat them. Yum. So these are 3 net carbs a piece. And here is the finished product. And if you want to be even fancier, you can eat it with a little bit of this. Ugh, so good. But yeah, 3 net carbs a slice. Thank y'all for watching.